Dance, for me, has the ability to transform people into almost like a trance state where your intellectual mind is quieted. And I think it is really important to remember that as academics, we also have bodies, and I want to be able to be in my body and experiencing my body and experiencing the world around me, and not feel that when I get to the end of my career, the only thing I can remember is my computer screen. I think that's also why I love being a midwife. And I sometimes think of the movements that are happening at a birth as a dance. I am responding in this improvisational way to what I am feeling they're needing from me. So my name is Professor Cheyney, and I'm a professor of clinical medical anthropology here at Oregon State University. I also co-direct the Uplift Lab, which is a research and reproductive equity laboratory. So my life really turned around, or sort of took its first curve, when I went to the Middle East, to Jordan, Syria, Palestine, to work as an archaeologist. And while I was there, I was fortunate enough to meet a midwife in the Bedouin village I was living in. They call them dayas, and this daya and I were just kind of connected to each other. We got along immediately and became good friends. And at one point she said, I think you're going to be a midwife. And I remember thinking and telling her, oh, we don't have midwives in the US. And she laughed at me and she said, I bet you do. And when you go home, you should check on that. And so I ended up doing a degree as a certified professional midwife, and also my PhD at the same time, and actually got them both the same year. I never thought I would be able to do both as a career, but when I was interviewing here at OSU, I could see that the faculty were really interested in the fact that I had kind of a foot in the world of actual direct care delivery, and was also interested in research. And my then chair really encouraged me to try to do both. And as I look back now, that's what's happened, and my program has been really supportive of trying to find ways to bring those together. The thing I love most about teaching is I can see such a need for, or desire for, mentorships. And I love seeing sort of the light bulb come on and people finding a way that aligns with what they really value, what they're passionate about, that sort of opens up a way for them to make a difference in the world. I'm so inspired by the degree to which our students are wanting to leave this world better than they found it. Medical anthropology and midwifery in particular really sit in the center of integrated medicine. Birth is so important for what your health looks like for the rest of your life. So it feels like if we can start at the beginning and make sure that every person has the best possible birth, what you're really investing in is healthy communities. All people love their baby and are doing everything they can to raise their child in a healthy environment. And many, many people, due to systemic inequality and systemic oppression, have so many barriers to doing that. The US is moving in the wrong direction. Our maternal mortality rates are rising, where the rest of the world are doing really excellent work to start trying to bring those rates down. And that burden of morbidity and mortality is disproportionately borne by some members of our community. In my experience, everyone has been so willing to think outside of the box with what I'm bringing to this institution. And I really take that to mean that this university is committed to academic freedom and to freedom of speech and to being creative in the way we think about some of the most pressing social problems of our time. And I really love that about this institution.